guys, and welcome once again, and welcome for the first time. This is Third Perspective, your podcast, your favorite podcast. Yes, it is. I'm your host, Mac Reed, and the gentleman right beside me is...
Oh, Scott, official people. If you know me, you love me. If you don't know me, you still love me. Because your mama loves me. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What we're going to do today is kind of bring some, basically some recaps for the week, some things that are new, some things that are changing, some developments, and what we want to first shoot out with is Phase 2.
We in Phase 2, people.
Phase 2.
Quarantine. COVID. What's up with it? That Rona.
Yes, jumping straight into it. I mean, I'm not going to say anything right now. I kind of want all Scott here to kind of lead the way on this one.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So tell me what you got going on and what you've seen out there too as well.
I mean, because you know, I be on the gram. I be on the book.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Facebook, Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
All Scott Official on Instagram. Arlington J. Scott on Facebook. But Phase 2 looked like niggas just said, yeah, we free. Yeah, and quarantine over. Pretty much in Phase 2. This is over. I guess they feel like it ain't no more Rona going around. People can't get sick. Seeing some personal friends that I do know that I'm not going to name.
Name them!
Cal they went to Atlanta, went to this huge pool party. I'm sure thousands and thousands of people seen it. Y'all seen the posts and stuff like that. They had, of course, the beaches, Myrtle Beach was flooded with a bunch of people. Daytona Beach flooded with a bunch of people. Like, I mean, I get it. People at the point now where it's really just like, okay, y'all saying stuff, open back up. We out the house. I'm not staying in this house no more.
A little cartoon noise. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just let the first wave of people get on out there. You know, like how they do the phones, man. Get that first batch up. Let them get their little glitches and get this other wave that's coming through. Let them have that.
Send about 100 updates.
Yeah, go ahead and sit on that. Let me see how it working, and then y'all do your thing, and we'll go from there. Because right now, it's clubs open, barbershops open. They still got the gyms closed, so they want to stay fat.
Obviously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The worse you eat out there, because I know some of y'all probably ain't really trying to cook, you know what I'm saying? I see the Popeye line. I mean, this thing is just ridiculous all the time. I'm passing by. A couple times, an old lady had me go out there, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But,
people definitely done got tired of cooking, so
yeah.
Everybody been posting how they want to get waited on again. They want to go sit down at a restaurant. They want to go get cute and go to brunch. Okay. Rona ain't left yet. I hope y'all know that. I can't tell you what to do. You're grown. You know, you're going to do what you want to do anyway.
You know that.
Who am I? Who am I to tell you what you can and can't do? But it look real itchy out here. Y'all got to chill out.
I mean, that's what they want, though. They like, at the end of the day, there's a lot of people and don't mean to sound like a conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but there's people out there at a high level. They're just like, oh, well, I mean, it'll be kind of nice if we can kind of, cut the fat.
Yep.
That's how they would explain it. I'm gonna
Trim
cut
that
the fat.
fat.
You know what I mean? So, that's lives out there, and, perfectly looks like black lives, so I guess they don't matter.
Because they know they're going to go out there. They know we're going to go outside.
It's a whole lot against us right now, so please, be smart.
Right. Like, my thing is, okay, we got Phase 2, right? You got more stuff opening up. People want to be outside. There is still a safe way that we can be outside a little bit and still enjoy it. We don't have to go to the big, huge gatherings. We don't have to have those. Us as black people, we've been doing cookouts. We've been doing all of this stuff for a long time now. You can still have a safe amount of people where there ain't a whole bunch of randoms just around each other. You don't know who somebody else been around. You don't know what other groups of people are coming.
Right.
You don't know none of that. So I still feel like you should play it more safe than anything right now. I'm going to be around a couple of people, but I'm probably going to talk to those people, see what they've been doing. I probably have been talking to those people, and I know what they've been doing, who they've been around and stuff like that. Right. How serious they have been taking the whole quarantine and corona and all of that stuff. So I'm just playing it safe for now. I can wait to go out and go to a bar or anything like that right now.
I mean, and kind of like telling you, I was like, yo, like I haven't seen my family, truly in about a year now. You know what I mean? And of course, this, COVID-19, the whole quarantine thing, it's been around for a couple months. But I had other situations and obligations I had to attend to, and then when I'm like, okay, I can finally go see my family, then this happened. But I'm still making sure that like the only time I'm going out is to get some food, go grocery shopping, some type of shopping or something like that. But I'm keeping myself together, mask on, everything like that, because not to say like, okay, the mask is going to save lives or anything like that. But at the end of the day, you never know. So I'm trying to be considerate at the end of the day.
Right. I mean, I definitely didn't get a mask. I just felt like that shit was, I don't know. But I just keep myself away from people pretty much. I think that's the precautionary that I take pretty much. And it works for me. I don't got COVID. I mean, I don't got, COVID. I don't got that Rona. But it's been wild out here. But there's been a lot of fights and stuff that happened also. Of course, you're gonna see that. You got shootings already. When it get hot, people get crazy. So pretty much playing into all the stereotypes.
I mean, go back to that shooting though. Like, from my knowledge, it was in Myrtle Beach. They already had 8 confirmed shootings.
Yep,
you know
in
what I
Myrtle
mean?
Beach.
Like, okay, I don't understand y'all, bro. I really don't.
I saw a post that was like, after this weekend, I ain't telling nobody else I'm from Myrtle Beach. I'm not. I'm not. I'm gonna just tell you I'm from Oakland.
just let them just.
Where that's at? It's in the country in South Carolina. It's in Oakland.
And y'all been looking at them like,
Oakland, Oatland.
Yeah, I mean
that's where I'm from.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing the simple fact that I out of defense of Myrtle Beach, I'm not gonna say everybody who was shooting out there was from Myrtle Beach.
Right, because it could have been out of town. A lot of the times that's really what it is.
Yeah.
When it comes to like tourist attraction towns or something like that, it's a lot of other people that's coming in that either don't understand certain stuff or they just come out there and they're acting crazy. So
right,
can't say
that's the problem though. Why act crazy? Like, you guys finally got out and are able to go out and have some fun. And although this, you shouldn't be out, and then we just recently, had, a cop killing, and then some neighbors killing neighbors because they're black, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, how you want to look at it. All these situations that's been happening, and now guess what we go do? Kill each other.
Right.
That's very.
I mean, we know the reason why it's opening up. It's opening up because they're losing money. So they just like, forget it, bro. Let them go out. They go spend money, whatever.
Spend money.
They don't really care. But like, don't go out here and just doing some old wild crazy stuff and get yourself in some harm's way or whatever, or be on a stereotype list type of thing. We should have been taking time for real to kind of think about a different direction of where we wanted to go, with how things are going and all of this stuff. And that's just gonna segue perfectly into the next topic. Just stay safe, be smart, make better decisions. So with some of the decisions coming up, you do have elections and all of that stuff that's still getting talked about, still being widely spread in news with all these commercials with Trump going against Biden and all these other people putting out these endorsements and stuff like that. So,
real quick, before you jump into that, Trump got a teddy bear out, by the way.
Trump got a teddy bear.
Trump bear.
Get the heck, man.
I am not lying. Please look that up, ladies and gentlemen.
But Trump might be the funniest person ever.
Trump bear. He got a whole infomercial. I was watching. I can't remember what network I was watching, so forgive me for getting that. But when I saw that he had an infomercial about Trump bear and is helping him with the elections, these people out here, I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps, and I support Trump, and I got my teddy bear, and I ride it with me on my heart.
A teddy bear? That's what winning niggas votes, bro. Bro, that shit a joke, bro. Like, for real, all this shit is a joke. You can't be serious. Like, bro,
I got a teddy bear, bro.
You got a teddy bear. Joe Biden out here just saying, yeah, I'm part of the nigga group. That's pretty much what he's saying.
I mean,
But the interview that he had with Charlamagne was just like, it put the topic on it really to let you know that the Democrats feel like, okay, I got the black vote. Or you don't, well, in Joe Biden's words, if you got to think between me and Trump, then you not black. So basically he's telling you, if you're going against him, you're not black. When did it become one of their jobs to tell you if you black or not? Because clearly being in America, we clearly know we black.
Well, they've been telling us we're black.
You get treated like you black.
You get treated a certain way, so, you know, at the end of the day, you black, you black.
Yeah, you black.
They're going to let you know you're black.
But just on the Joe Biden and Charlamagne the God interview, if you haven't seen it, it's pretty much, they did like a little 18-minute conversation. Charlamagne probably had like 2 or 3 questions. Joe Biden really didn't answer anything.
Well, that's what politicians do.
He just, you know, rambled around the question, whatever, said his little points, but they were all, of course, talking points to the black community to let them know that, well, I'm on your side and I did such and such in my life. So he talked about when he was in high school, he worked at his country club. He left the country club to go work in the community so he could understand black people. He graduated from law school.
Black people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He graduated law school. And he said I went to this pristine law firm. But I quit to work with Congress and all of that stuff so I could understand the black people a little bit more.
Yeah, because black people in Congress.
You know? Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't gonna hear it. Y'all can see it on this video, but y'all ain't gonna hear it on the podcast. That pause was needed because ain't nowhere else you think you gonna leave law, go to Congress and say you about to understand black people. Just because you walking around the community every now and again. And you probably really ain't doing that. You probably just rode through there. You probably found the nicest place to go to. Oh.
And see, this is my whole thing about the whole situation. And you said something earlier. When it comes to Joe Biden, when it comes to politics in general, you see what he says, you know what I'm saying? If you really got to decide to vote for either myself or Trump, and, you know, you come to a situation where you're like, you don't know, like there's a decision that needs to be made, and you don't vote for me, that means you ain't black. At the end of the day, it was a terrible thing to say. It was definitely done on his part. But here's the kicker. Will that upset you enough to make you say, I'm not going to vote for him? Would that be it right there? Now, don't get me wrong. If it was up to me, Joe Biden wouldn't be running. You know what I'm saying? I prefer, you know, Sanders. And there was a couple other guys I was looking at. But at the end of the day, are we able to stick together? Because as a culture ourselves, it's very difficult for us to stick together. We have a good bit of people, you know what I'm saying, black and brown people working together to build on something, but it's a lot of us who don't. You know, for example, going back to what you're saying, y'all, you know what I'm saying, we killing each other. You know what I mean? So with that being said, can we stick together and still say, we're going to vote for Biden? Can we do that? Because guess what? Those Trump supporters, like I was telling all earlier, Trump can pull up at your crib. If you're a Republican, this is how I look at y'all right now. You're a Republican. Trump can pull up at your crib, slap your mom on the ass, kiss her, tongue her down, and y'all still say, I respect my president. That's how it looks. Because y'all don't say nothing when this man
what it looks like. And you know, and we clearly see him doing wild stuff, of course. Trump has shown he has found a way to dumb politics down for a lot of people.
Right.
By saying this wild stuff that he said. And it's entertaining. And people like to gravitate to what's entertaining. That's why he's winning. We know that. Are we going to have somebody that's going to say black and white things to us that work for us, that do things? Now, let's not forget. Trump done called the Republican Party stupid before.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Trump just found a way to get in there, get those lower income white people to also vote for him, get so many people on his side to give him votes because of the stuff he say. He makes them rally. He makes them get hyped. He do all that stuff. I ain't even into politics like that. But you can clearly see that he took his celebrity and he took his, I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to say what I want. I'm going to take action now approach. Yeah. And it won him votes. Do you have somebody on the Democratic side or even on another side? You dealing with two evils. Which evil are you going with? As black people.
Choose one.
Which evil are you going with as black people?
You gotta choose one.
Joe Biden old as hell.
Yeah.
he has shown early signs of dementia in these press conferences and stuff like that. But it's like, where do you go?
We got no choice. So
You got these two. That's what you got.
And I'm dang sure vote over Trump. You know what I'm saying? I'll say it this way, because both of them trash.
They both terrible.
Both trash. But I can take at least this one thing, because I believe, love does truly conquer all. Joe Biden's going to have less division.
Right.
That's what I look at Joe Biden.
You have less division, definitely.
Less division going on in America right now. So right now, that's the only reason why I can vote for this man. You know what I mean? And I will vote for this man because of that factor right there. Trump, how he has kept going, and especially with this BS he's done to our great president, the greatest president of all time, you know what I'm saying, most voted for, the president, Barack Hussein Obama. That's right. You can Google it too. He's the most voted for president of all time. So I Googled that.
Right.
That's fact.
But then, it's still on the thing, like, because it's going to get ugly at some point. Black people, I'm pretty sure, are tired of saying, I forgive you.
Oh, yeah.
And people are going to start dying. Whether it's random cops getting killed, random white people getting killed, it's going to get to the point where people get tired of it. With a lot of the younger generation or younger people now, they see what their grandparents went through. They see what they heard what their grandparents talked about.
They ain't got the stomach for that.
They ain't not about to go for that.
He ain't got the stomach, bro.
When you already got so many rappers and so many other people talking about having guns and all this other stuff anyway, they ain't gonna listen to that stuff. They gonna listen to ignorant music. You better believe it. And they gonna have guns. You ain't always got to aim. You ain't got to go to a gun range all the time. You got 100 rounds. Somebody getting hit.
Oh, yeah.
You better believe it. So the best thing for like America is for somebody to get in there to preach something different than what Trump preaching.
Yeah.
And I'm not about to say I'll just go for Joe Biden, but it's like you got to take a lesser evil.
Yeah, we ain't got no. Come on now. I'm gonna say it this way: if you try to put your vote towards somebody else because you just don't like Joe Biden, know this: as soon as you do that, Trump is definitely gonna win, because that's just gonna suck a vote away from Biden.
And then, like, either way with both of them, it's still like you got to pay attention to when them votes come around, when you got to deal with the people under him.
Oh yes.
Because the presidents they don't just, this is what I want to do, boom, it's happening. It don't work like that. And we're going to talk about all this stuff, like, do research also. And realize it's more people that got to get voted in and voted out. To where what the president talking about really won't even matter. Because everybody else got to sign off, everybody else got to do, we got to get other people in here.
Your mayor,
old white
your
men.
governor.
Exactly.
Mayor and governor. Those are the two right then and there. Like, you want to make sure you make a really good vote, a really good decision on voting for. You know
These
what I mean?
old white men got to be moved out.
Yeah. I don't even know how long they're going to last.
Old white reign has been the problem. That's what it is. The old white reign over society has been the problem.
Yeah.
Even with the abortion joint that was going around. Those are old white men. How a panel of all these old white men gonna tell people they can't get abortion?
God, you can't do it. What do you mean I can't do it? You know what I'm saying?
Old white man. You
Like,
never birthed a child in your life.
You know, and my personal opinion on that is, you know what I'm saying, abortion, it's not the best thing to do, but at the end of the day, there's circumstances
Where it makes sense.
where it makes sense.
You don't need to bring a child into every situation that happens. Every situation ain't called for that child to be in there.
That's right.
So it's just like, it's a lot. Perfect segue point now. I mean, I just like saying segue points. I know we don't got to say it all the time. But my guy, Future Hendrix.
We is out of there.
My boy got hit with 53 racks of child support.
She didn't abort that. She already knew what it was.
My God.
Oh, I was reading on the timeline when you posted that too, by the way. So, you know.
But my thing is, all I did was ask, why the baby need $53,000 a month? Women went into this whole thing talking about the court system and how they go off his income and all.
Yep.
I get all that.
That's true.
That's the thing. That ain't what I'm asking you.
You just asking why.
Why the baby need 53 racks?
Why?
And then they threw out she was only asking for 400. Okay, I get that too.
Yeah.
Why the baby need 53 racks a month though? 53? Okay, she started at 400. Why it had to go up to 53?
And he ain't talking about the saying the young lady.
Because we already know what Future is. We
the
know
mother
what
of his children. That's talking about simply the court system itself. You know what I mean? Because the court system is already screwed up. I remember there was once incident, I believe, in Detroit of a gentleman. He actually they put him on child support to a child that wasn't even his. And
because he signed that damn birth
through DNA, they come to find out that it wasn't his, but they still had him pay child support. He's like, bro, that's not even my child.
No.
You know what I mean? So that's a situation like that.
Like 100 and something racks.
It's like, okay, well, that's a part right there where, something needs to change. That does not make any sense. Going back to his point. You know what I'm saying? $53,000 a month. Why? I don't care how much the man make.
Exactly. We can come up with a reasonable number.
And I don't care if it was a woman who had to pay. Why would she have to pay $53,000 a month? Why?
It's like I get you going off income and all of that stuff. But they're not together. They got a child together. Okay. You can say something about having the baby got to live a certain life like such and such. For one, the baby ain't a grown person. Mm-hmm. Two, this baby ain't know nothing about no 53 racks.
Nothing.
All right?
Nothing.
Now, there's a reasonable amount to where we could come to where it's like $53,000 a month ain't even.
Well, even how I think someone was saying that it's a certain percentage that the court takes too as well.
Right. Okay, but still, why 53 racks a month?
Why is you getting the justice system? Why that much?
But my thing on waiting on and the thing on my Facebook post that people was killing me with is like they talking about the court system, they talking about all that stuff. Mm-hmm. It's funny how you don't have no beef with the court system when we talk about child support. Mm-hmm. It's so many women that have no beef with the court system there. Mm-hmm. But they so against the court system on a lot of other stuff. Mm-hmm. Why you ain't got no beef with the court system now?
Well, that plays into I'm going to attach it to what we were talking about too as well with Joe Biden and Republicans and everything like that. Mm-hmm. So this is how it's attached. Human beings are selfish, man. I'm just gonna be honest. A lot of human beings are very selfish. So whatever deals with your perception on how you view life, how you view that life should supposed to be, you're gonna go with it, even if it could harm someone else. You know what I mean? Even if it does, like for example, what basically we're talking about is if a woman is not fighting about like, no, that man does not need to pay that much. That's the same as you trying to fight for like a Republican fighting and saying, oh no, Trump is always right. You need to stop being selfish and realize, no, this is all wrong.
All of this is wrong. We need to fix this. There's a way that something can be settled to where it's like he's paying such and such to make sure whatever in the house that the baby is living in, that's taken care of, lights, water, stuff like that. If that's the case, where he's just paying for that, that's cool. Mm-hmm. Making sure the baby got clothes, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Future is not in charge of this woman's lifestyle. Why does she not? She no longer has to work because of what she's getting in child support from him.
Doesn't have to work.
Let's not forget, this thing is called child support.
Supporting the child. Not
supporting the baby mama lifestyle. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, she had the baby and you need to make sure no, that ain't how this works. Mm-hmm. Me and her ain't together no more.
Basically.
We ain't together. We have a child together.
I take care of
I don't take care of your bills. Mm-hmm. I take care of my child. Mm-hmm. If you're not fit to take care of that child with you,
you need to bring him back.
Seems like I need my child.
Yeah. Because with 53 racks, I can just go and hire a nanny for less than that. Because I'm a busy man, but I can hire a nanny.
People try to say, if you even try to say something about it, it's still like the well-being of my child is taken care of. Mm-hmm. She don't got to worry about life. She don't got to worry about clothes. She don't got to worry about food. All that stuff taken care of. I'm making sure because this is the thing. Even if, say, I have a child with a girl, me and the girl don't work out. The girl can't take care of her side, so I get the baby. I end up getting married again, but I always got to work. Mm. But my wife is taking care of my child.
Come on, man.
She ain't a nanny, but she my wife now. Mm-hmm. That's still somebody else raising a child. Yeah. So why can't I have a nanny with the money, homeschool the child, or let the child be in school, whatever, and take care of him like that.
But
for 53 racks, now her life is taken care of. She don't got to work no more.
she didn't have work. All she did was just catch a baby from somebody who got money.
And I'm not attacking her.
Yeah, nothing
because she
her.
asked for it. Now Future messed up.
Yeah, that's
because Future could have paid the $400 and then be done. Future wanted to go to the court and all of that stuff. I don't got no problem with that. I can give you that one. Future ain't even had to go through no more of this. He could have just done it and boom, that was it. About $53,000 a month.
Now I kind of want to. I'm gonna turn on this a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn on this a little bit.
Let's go then.
Right? Because of course you know that you don't have the full story of everything or you know how everything's supposed to look. So for example, let's just say she said, "Hey, I just want $400 a month." You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't talking trash about the young lady. You know what I mean? Because her just saying $400 a month is $400 a month. How many times have you heard of a situation where someone asks, "Hey, let me get $400 a month. Next month, I need about $600."
Number always jump.
All right, now I need at least about 50 racks right now.
What the hell? What the hell?
Or she see you in that video with your brand new whip, and then she looking at
you can get more such.
You can get why my baby ain't get why did like I said, I ain't saying that's the type of mentality she has, but I'm just saying that there's people out there like that. I mean, that's just like you could have a family member or somebody you know, a best friend, somebody, or even somebody at work, co-worker, that you know if you do this one thing, you do that little thing, they're gonna keep on asking, and it gets more. They're asking for more.
And then it's like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, maybe Future was like, you know what? I've dealt with her before. I know how she works.
Because just going right where you going at. It's still a thing like, say she was, because we've seen also somebody say, okay, $400 a month. None of the other stuff under that $400, where she probably been asking for money, where other stuff probably sent to her just cause, none of that money is into that $400. So we don't know what she was getting outside of that. Let's not forget, Future's a multimillionaire. Ain't no telling what he could have been giving her, or not giving her, or she just been getting out of it. So a lot of women that say, send me such and such, and you're not gonna see your child. My thing with the whole child support thing anyway, women can change it. That's a situation that women can really control and they can get change on it. If they fight to do that. You don't see women fighting to change it.
Oh no.
Because women mostly come, just like you go back to your point. Humans are selfish. If it's something that's benefiting you, you don't want to, even if it's wrong. You don't want to change it.
Even if it's wrong.
Because it's like, I can have this baby, and if this shit don't work out with this nigga, and he's not providing, then I can just rape him for whatever. Child support should be put in place for somebody not doing their duties. That's what I feel like child support should be for. If this man is working and he is helping with his child, he should not be put on child support. If he is in his child's life, he should not be put on child support. If he is neglecting his child and not doing anything, like it ain't two parents, oh no, he need to be on child support.
And I don't know Future like that at all, and I don't know how these people live their lives.
Right, because that's a different world.
You know what I'm saying? We can only assume. But let's just assume in this way that, you know, Future, you know, is a type of person that handles his business when it comes to his children. Like I said, I don't know him, but let's just say he is that type of person. And this, you know, this individual is still asking for like, you know, $400. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, all right, so I'm still handling my business, but you still want more on top of what I'm giving you. It's one of those situations where to me, it just gets ugly. You know what I mean? That's why I really feel like, you know, it's something that we possibly don't know, because it doesn't seem like a smart move for him just to go ahead and say, well, I'm going to go ahead and take it to court. It sounds like there's something else.
It's something else. It got to be.
Yeah.
For him to just be like, she only asked for $400 and you want to just take that to trial?
Yeah.
There's something else in this.
That don't
and then they had to get a DNA test. So it's still something else in there.
It's something.
You could have easily asked for one and got it done. A lot of it could have been avoided from Future side. That's a fact. But it's still, that number is so crazy to me. Whether it's, oh, but he made this much money, that shouldn't be nothing to him. Whatever. Over time, 53,000 to 53,000. That
what is that baby going to do with that?
This is my thing. How much money do you really need to live a full life and be able to like thrive? Like on personally, you could take boom this amount of money, and I can be set and be like, as far as be able to make a business such and such, do whatever, or capitalize on that money? How much? What does that look like for you?
Like,
If
can I spin this a different way?
I want you to answer my question first. I want you to answer this question. Well, what I'm trying to, I want to answer the question, but I kind of want to give an example. You know what I'm saying? It's like, instead of asking it like this, it's like, for example, the line of work I do, I talk to a lot of different people from different parts of the United States. So, for example, say if you're renting an apartment in Charlotte, North Carolina. Say your apartment is in Uptown. Maybe your one-bedroom apartment is $1,500 to $2,000.
Definitely.
Uptown. You know, maybe it's roughly around that amount. Okay, boom. Say you live in New York.
Exactly. Big difference.
One-bedroom apartment. A studio. Probably $2,000.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's a big difference compared to, you know what I mean, the lifestyles and the area that you're in. You know what I mean? That's my best way of answering that question. It's just kind of like, it really just depends on where you are.
I get that, but I want you to answer the question directly of max life right now. Somebody come, I'm gonna write you a check for boom. And you'll be like, okay, this is a good amount for me. Now you can, with this money, you can
do whatever.
You can either blow that moment, or you can set yourself up to make more money on that money. However you want to do it.
You know what? I'm gonna hit you up with this.
So what does that number look like? I need that answer, man.
The proper number for me.
For you.
I'm actually set with about 340,000.
340,000.
I gave you a number.
That's one lump sum. Boom. All right. 340,000. I ain't no math with. For $53,000 a month for 18 years.
Hold on now. Don't do that to yourself, man.
I ain't even about to do that because I ain't about to have no aneurysm.
Don't worry about it.
I ain't doing it.
Think about
that.
Don't worry about it. What we'll do, hey, we're going to go ahead and put that number in there somewhere.
Yeah, we'll put it somewhere. But just think about, you can live off of 340,000 and still be good for the rest of your life. 53,000, like what does she need that for? What is she doing? We don't know what she's doing. We don't know what kind of, now, of course, she probably gonna come up with some kind of boutique somewhere. She gonna come up, now this supposed to be
selling weave and lashes.
But it's supposed to be chocolate. You know, you might get on, might sell NutriBurst. She gonna build some waist trainers.
You don't get cut that belly fat.
Lashes.
All of that.
Such and such. She gonna make herself into some kind of celebrity. But using the child support money to do it.
Why not?
I don't care what no woman got to say to me, man. Child support is for the child. It ain't got nothing to do with the woman. I don't have to make sure this woman right. Because if she can't be right, she don't deserve to have my child.
And I kind of want to tell you where that number came from.
I don't want to say deserve. She's not fit to have the child.
And I want to tell you where that number came from. You know what I mean? I probably missing a couple grand here and there. But I'm looking at 340,000 because the less debt you in, I feel like the richer you are. So for example, if I'm just paying off my debts, house, car, and then also, whatever debts for my wife and everything like that, if I pay that stuff off and we can just continue to work, it's like, listen, everything that we're doing, that money just coming right back to us. That's money just coming right back to us. That money's coming right back to us. So when you don't have any debt, that makes you free. You don't necessarily have to be a millionaire. Just go ahead and, because I've dealt with people who just don't have a lot of debt, but they make $30,000 a year. They don't have a lot of debt, so
and they happy with life, man.
And that money just keep coming in because they working. That money keep coming in. They got money in their pocket. They'll have more money in their pocket than I would.
But that goes back to what point again? Humans are selfish. You really need really to feel like you need to have this lavish lifestyle to be happy, and most rich people be fucking miserable.
Yeah. So
but you would rather do some shit like this, to get money.
But can you stop the judge before they slam that gravel and be like, yo?
And once again, I'm not saying that she did this, but
but I'm not. Can you tell them like, whoa, like as a woman, can you be like, whoa, no, I don't want that 53. I don't care. Like that's not what I want.
No,
it seems like you should be able to.
But they're not gonna say that.
I don't know why like that. But I mean, if you can, you should.
I want to know why. I mean, I get like you can, but that's still a selfish way of thinking.
Unless it's in
Because
different states.
Because the thing is, like,
law.
if it ain't that ain't needed. It ain't needed to be able to take care. Because what are you doing on your end to take care of that child? Are you working? Are you? There's a lot of cases where it's like just deadbeat dad.
Oh,
There's a lot of cases where it's deadbeat moms also.
This is true. This is true. Mama be doing some stuff too.
But that 53 racks was just, my God.
53. Bro, she good, bro.
People saying shit about, well, he in a different tax bracket, so that might not be such and such to him. That number, man, I get all of that.
Well, guess what? He got to pay them taxes, though.
Exactly.
There's other stuff that he got to pay for, too, as well. So that's what I'm not saying. That's why I'm like, dang, so.
He has worked to get his lifestyle the way it's at.
Him.
She ain't worked to get her lifestyle the way it's about to be at.
Him. And I'm going to keep it 100.
It ain't like we ain't no Future had most of them.
I'm going to keep it 100, too. Let's just keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. And like I said, I don't know Future personally. I don't know his man, anything like that. And I want to take the time to say, when you dating a person that presents themselves a certain way, I mean, and you actually, become, you're put in the area of that person, and then you start to talk to them. I mean, don't you feel like maybe that was in the back of her mind as well? I mean, I could be wrong.
Because you know what it is. People making it seem like even with the whole Russell Wilson post and Future post. Bro, you know what you was dealing with. We know what Future was. Everybody know what Future was. Only women know what Future was.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
You know what it is.
you know.
He come from the hood. He a dope boy. Used to be a dope boy. Just rapping about it. He like drugs. He like fucking women.
Yeah.
None of that tells you that he about to be father of the year.
It
None
sounds
of that
like you
don't
about
say.
to catch a baby and he's gonna be like,
And he go, all right, I'll pay you a little bit,
I'll
such
pay
and such, you'll be all right.
some.
Or I'm going to take care of my baby mamas because they're my kids' parents.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like you set yourself up, like you know about this.
You know
what I'm
about
saying?
this. We know niggas like this.
I mean, like Dave Chappelle made a skit about, getting over pregnant before. He already, you know what I'm saying? Like,
We know about this, bro.
if I'm gonna get over pregnant, then I'm
Stop
dumb.
making it seem like people mad at Russell Wilson for being a good father and we not mad at Future because of what he rap about. That ain't what it is. That ain't nothing. We just know people is people.
Right.
The people that they present, that's the person they is. The person that this person present, that's the person they is.
Yeah.
But it's funny how, even going into the Future and Russell thing, people like to act like Russell Wilson ain't cheat on his white wife. And I'm checking for Russell, he's been with that white wife. But now that he with Sierra, after Sierra done been with Future, Bow Wow, 50 Cent, couple other hip hop niggas. Oh, he the savior. He the best man ever. Russell had his fuck ups too.
Yeah, everybody got their fuck ups.
Russell just has an image as the Seattle Seahawks quarterback that he cannot tarnish. He posts going to the hospitals, seeing the kids. He posts quarterback workouts. He got inspirational stuff. He always talked about the whole church and being God-fearing and stuff since he was in college. You think he's going to mess that up now? No, he's not. Not saying he's doing this just for publicity or for the media or whatever, but he knows he has an image to uphold.
Yeah.
Future knows I got an image to uphold. It just happened to be negative.
I gotta get these motherfuckers pregnant. You know what I'm saying?
That's his thing. That's what keeps
Pretty
Future.
little thing, go catch a baby.
That's what keeps Future going. That's what keeps us interested in it. Because Future says most toxic shit, negative stuff, all of that.
We love it.
And we love it.
Love it.
So stop trying to put it, oh, well, he needs to be this kind of dad when he was never presenting that anyway. Now, not saying he has to keep doing women like he's doing them. But let's not forget, women play a part in this too.
Yeah. It takes
Because
two to tango.
they go for niggas like that.
Yeah.
So many women like to go for the rapper nigga, the bad boy nigga, the nigga that he got a good talk game, but he ain't about to give you shit else after that. He's just gonna talk to you,
It's like they're
get the draws, and then
I feel like it's funny because it's almost like they're intimidated or afraid to go towards a man who's trying to establish something, or maybe he already has something established, Maybe he's not in like, you know, the limelight or anything like that, because there's other guys in the background there that, you know, got a lot of money, either the same amount or a little bit less or a little bit more than these artists. And I'm not even talking about just music. I'm talking about in business in general.
Pause that real quick. Think about all these corny ass rich niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Rich as hell, just like you saying, behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the limelight. They just corny as hell.
Mm-hmm.
How many black women going at them? How many women for real flocking over them?
Oh,
they don't even know them. They don't even know them. Most of the niggas that be behind most of the stuff that Russell, Future, all these other people post on the way they get set up with scheduling, with booking, with behind the camera stuff. Women ain't checking for them because them niggas corny.
Yeah.
And corny don't mean like it's a bash on you as a man. You just a corny person because you like, you're not hip to certain stuff, or you don't got the aura about you.
You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to be cool.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Future walking in the room got a different aura around him versus somebody else like an IT guy.
You know what I'm saying?
That made this program,
No offense
that
to
made him a billionaire.
No offense to my man or Don Lemon or something like
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? He's just like, it's not the same aura, so women don't be attracted to that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But women don't like to say that they don't like corny niggas. But they'll go for the niggas that get a bunch of, no, my thing is, nobody wants somebody that nobody else wants.
That's the problem right there.
So many women want a certain type of dude.
And the next thing you know,
And the thing that turns the women on about them dudes is because so many women want them. Women love to be first. They like to be top priority. Women fight to be top priority.
Listen, that ugly man with the dusty shoes, he gonna give you good loving and good pipe. Just know that.
And he might be rich. Them niggas don't care. Niggas like that don't
You
care
might
about
be-
clothes
listen.
and stuff like that.
You might be the key. You might be the key to his success. See, a lot of women don't even understand that.
Women change the way niggas dress. Women change the way niggas carry themselves. Women can change a lot of that stuff about a man.
And it's effortless too, by the way. It's effortless. You don't have to tell him. Please, let me say this. You don't have to tell a man what to do. You love him, just love him. Give him unconditional love. You show that man unconditional love, he gonna make everything for you happen without you really having to say, baby, do this. Why you ain't do that? You ain't gotta nag him nothing. Just let him be. Give him a whole lot of love and support. I promise you anything. That diamond in the rough,
He gonna come out of that thing shine.
shine. Real quick. Don't
But also, pay attention to signs. Pay attention to signs. What the fuck? I don't get why women miss red flags so much or ignore them. Stop living on potential. The potential don't mean shit if that nigga ain't doing nothing with it.
Oh. No.
I'm still gonna listen to future music.
Dang right.
I don't give a damn what you talking about.
For sure.
But I know whatever my red flags are, I'm willing to address them. Deal with somebody that's willing to address their red flags, address their problems. It ain't okay to just sit there and, no, I'm never telling you to settle because a nigga is doing such and such before he gets to the point where he's the man that you think he's supposed to be. I'm not telling you that. But if you're going to be in that situation, understand what you meant when you met it.
Right.
And be prepared for them to evolve. You also need to evolve. Don't settle for some shit that you ain't really willing to be with just to say, well, he got money and he cool and he can take care of me, so I'm going to deal with it. But then when you get mad, he ain't shit.
That's stupid.
Men ain't shit. Like, that don't make sense. Play your part in this too. Because men got to own up to their shit too. You got a lot of niggas that's fucking up out here. You got a lot of niggas that doing such and such. You got a lot of corny ass niggas not even getting a chance just because he corny. Or because he not your type.
Right.
It's perfect example. So many women, or people in general, be wondering how certain women get certain niggas that's attractive. Men will go outside of their comfort zone with women before women will.
This is true.
As far as she don't look like my type, or she don't act like this, or she don't come from this background. But he know it's something good in her about her.
Right.
I'll take this chance on her. I'd rather be out in public where somebody might be like, oh, well, why he with her? Why he with her?
She got potential.
She got potential.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, kind of like And my old lady was talking about, like, you know what I'm saying, I respect her for this. She was like, you know, I had an old school Chevy Caprice, you know what I'm saying, but I kept it clean. And she told me, like, you know, started dating me and everything. And she said how I always, like, made sure I invested, you know what I'm saying, you know, a lot into my car, meaning make sure I take care of it. And she was like, that's one thing that she was thinking, like, you know, well, in a sense, just like he has compassion for his car, like make sure that's taken care of, you know, he gonna make sure I'm taken care of as well.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's just little things like that, like you gotta start looking at and be like, well, they can take care of this, they can take care of that. But of course, you gotta make sure you be just as dependable as my car at that time was.
Right.
But you gotta be like that too as well.
But I feel like all three of these topics that we did do, I mean, they all got something similar. Make smart moves. Like, pay attention to what's going on.
Be strategic.
Be strategic. All three of those, with the COVID phase 2, with Joe Biden, with Future, all of these players play like, it's points in this that y'all should take out of it. That either we saying, or even if you disagree, go think about it yourself and find out something different or find out something better that works for you. But stop like just jumping on stuff and bashing it or being so selfish to where it's like you don't even care about morals behind shit no more. You just going off of this benefits me, let's do it.
This benefits me. This benefits me. Let's stop being selfish.
Well, I want to have fun. Corona's still going on. I'm gonna go to a big ass party right now.
Yep.
So the fun benefiting you because I'm not bored in the house no more.
Yeah.
But it's something behind this that can harm you.
Like I said earlier, I don't like wearing a mask. I really think, to be honest, I think it's useless. In
I really feel like it's pointless.
certain aspects, I really think it's useless. Because I mean, hell, when I put it on, shit, I can barely breathe myself. I think I'm
breathing carbon dioxide. That's
That's
a reason why you're supposed to get that stuff out of your body.
But I'll do it because, one, I want to make sure, just in case, if there is something that I may have on me, but maybe I got a built-up immune system, you know, that just fights it just like that. But I don't want to have that around and then happen to touch or breathe on someone else that may have an underlying disease or, you know, saying something that's going on with them that can kill them. I don't want to put that on me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure people around me are taken care of.
With the Joe Biden situation, it's just like, do research. Find out who this person is. Find out whatever evil we got to deal with. Because politics is all shady. Find out all of that stuff. Don't just go off of, oh, well, he been around black people more. I'm going with him. Or whatever you biggest reasons is to vote for Trump, whatever.
I don't even know what the reason that would be.
With the Future situation, pay attention to the man you're dealing with. Future is what Future said he was a long time ago.
Let me put this real quick. When you looking for a man, because we still talking about Future a little bit, when you thinking about what man you want, think about it like food. You know, you got your go-to food. Some of y'all women got your go-to kind of man you like. This is what I like. Do. Well, guess what? A lot of y'all women like to eat out. So with that being said, that sounds like you're trying different food. Try something different. I love pizza. I don't eat pizza every day.
Exactly. I could eat pizza and Chinese food probably every day, but I'm not going to do that.
I'm not going to do that.
I tried something different.
Sometimes like a little halal.
You know what I'm saying? Just do that one time, see what happens.
A little bonefish.
Stop going for them typical niggas. You never know what you might find with somebody else that just happened to be different.
Sometimes you get tired of McDonald's.
Exactly.
Stop eating McDonald's, y'all.
I went to Arby's one day and I had something that I actually liked. Was shocking, but still.
If your appetite for love hasn't been satisfied, stop going to McDonald's and Wendy's.
And thinking you're going to get it there. That makes no sense.
The same thing.
Stop being selfish also.
Yeah.
When something wrong, say it's wrong. $53,000 a month is wrong. I don't give a damn what y'all think.
I don't care.
$53,000 a month, bro.
Man or woman should not pay.
Man, woman, child, or beast.
Why?
$53,000 a month is wrong.
When I see somebody,
We can settle on a different number. That's wrong.
and certain people I know that make $53,000 a year. I mean a month. Excuse me. I know certain people that make $53,000 a month. At the end of the day, bro, I would love $53,000 a month. Now you ask me if I need $53,000 a month. I don't need $53,000 a month. I really don't. But $53,000 a month. Really?
53,000 a month. Like, think about that number, man. That's just wild. That's gonna be the topic for this one too. 53,000 a month.
53,000.
Is wrong. Like, I don't give a damn. I'm putting that on there. For real. Like, bruh, come on, man.
53,000.
And she ain't worked for it.
Nah. I mean, she might have twerked for it.
That's about it.
All right, there ain't no damn work. They do that when they getting dressed.
You know what I'm saying?
But man, the positive, what's that the positive lesson for the damn episode? I guess. I don't know. You can leave with something, man, because I feel like I got my point out.
You got your point out? Okay.
Yeah, you leave with
Well, I'm
something.
going to leave y'all with this. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, two things we need to, keep in our minds and our hearts. Understanding and love. Those are the two things you need to do. Try to understand the people that are around you, in front of you, through the computer, internet, whatever have you, working. If you're still working, customers in front of you, have understanding and also have love, compassion for the people around you.
That will go a long way. With those two, we all can work together. Society as a whole, the world as a whole. And that's what I'm going to leave you with. You want to send us out?
All right, man. Y'all check us out on all platforms as far as Apple Podcasts, YouTube. Check out our social media handles, All Scott Official on Instagram, Arlington J. Scott on Facebook. We'll be doing live shows, of course. Come in, chime in with them live drinks too. We got some new stuff coming. One called The Friend Zone. The other one is the Sunday Recap. Just come check us out, man. We love all the support that we're getting.
Yes, sir.
Stick with us through these times, man.
Absolutely.
This is the third perspective. As always, your side, my side. All Scott gonna give you the truth.
And once again, my name is Mac Reed. You can look me up on Facebook.
Mac, simple as that.
I will scan
Your background, because I don't like no random weird people.
Yeah.
Instagram, Mr. Physique 4121. That's where I'm at. Please check the Instagram page, Third Perspective 2, as well if you haven't.
Third Perspective _4 is the third perspective. We got t-shirts coming too.
Absolutely.
Merch! Get your merch!
We out.